I'm seeing some Facebook accounts starting up regarding these riots, and I don't think one would be started on one that I think is the most important one, the one that actually supports the rioters. Now, hang on, don't get too excited. Um, I personally believe that people that are rioting are living in poverty, they look at what it started. The police shot somebody and covered it up. No cause, nothing, just murder, flat out murder. And there's over 300 cases like this where the police just randomly go in and shoot to kill with no just cause, no justice, nobody goes to court, nobody's they're just thugs. The police are the thugs, and yet the hardworking class want more police. I mean, even people within these um, areas of poverty, they want the police to help protect. There's I'm going to be attaching some videos that I think help really explain the issues. But the biggest, most important part that we should look at is the people that are losing their businesses, getting burned down, um, and they're getting out there and they're getting angry and they're fighting. Personally, when I look at them, they don't look any different than the people that started the riots. They look exactly the same. They lost something and they're reacting. People within poverty, they lost something and they are reacting. They're both two of the same, and they're both look equally as violent. One just thinks that I'm justified in my violence, and it's like violence. I am not supportive of violence in any way, shape, or form, although I am supportive of the riots because it's starting the conversation. Because prior to this, nobody was interested in joining together as a community, a global community, because we need to fight a bigger fight. Because this is the most important thing, is the middle working class, the privileged, that are doing all of the bitching. Well, you are paying for the social welfare of the corporate society. They don't have to do anything. You just hand them free money and they don't even have to pay it back. And the money comes from these hardworking people that have the businesses that are getting all burnt down, and they are also paying for the social welfare of the poor. So the working class, why are you getting so upset about losing your businesses when the only thing you're doing is actually working to support the rich guy and the poor guy, and you're left with next to nothing? And as the economic economy collapses, and taxes go up, they're taking more and more and more of your money. So the only thing that I see is that the people living in poverty do not want your free stuff. I am on a social assistance. I do not want free money. I would rather have the opportunity to be out working, but that opportunity is not available as much as what you think. There's a lot of social issues that are not being addressed. A lot of people do not understand, but generally anybody that ends up on a welfare system is the end result of crimes that our justice system does not want to solve. Um, Government knows that. Government knows full well that you are the end result of criminal acts. They are the victims of. But once you become a victim, then um, because there's no assistance to overcome what was done to you, um, then you just repeat the cycles over and over again and become the criminal, because that's the only way you can survive. It's the only way you can get enough to eat, is to be the criminal. So while we can't understand their mentality, there is a cause, and the cause is society and society's lack of ability to understand. I mean, in my particular case, the society that I live in, Canada, not only do they support me, I mean, I am on a disability. I can still work if there was opportunity, but I am working on creating my own opportunity because I really, really, really don't want to be on the system. And I do not want anybody's free money, but I do have to eat in the meantime. And this is the social structure that the working class wants. I think there's better ways, but society wants this and not receptive to something completely different. Um, But in my particular case, um, while raising kids, not only was society helping to support the child that lived with me, but I should have been collecting child support from somebody that was making a lot of money in the oil field. And instead of collecting it, and which was all mandated, um, this deadbeat father was able to collect $100 a month. So during the time frame that my daughter lived with me and was collecting money from taxpayers actually paid this deadbeat $100 a month too. So it's like when you're on the bottom of this, you're really kind of looking at the insanity of it all. And it's like, while taxpayers want to blame me, and it's like, hey, I was out there working my freaking ass off to the point where I got injured, and the abuse was legal apparently, to the point where it causes physical injury and can't work anymore. I'm like, well, you got laws, you got police. Why are they not enforcing laws? Why do prosecutors say those are victimless crimes? Creating a social problem, creating society having to pay for those costs that are ongoing because nobody's fixing it. If it was fixed, it'd be over with. Problem solved. But they're band-aids, which means there's an ongoing cost. So not only are you paying for the people on the bottom, but you're also paying for people at the top. And it's like, why aren't you looking for better solutions? They are there. I would rather have it. So anyways, I started a Facebook account. I'm going to put a link below, um, for anybody that wants to, within the working class, that wants to understand and support the lower class who do want jobs, they do want opportunity, they do want to take bankers down. You should be connected, you should be united in this little protest, and start getting these protests a little bit more peaceful, because it's either going to get more violent, you get more and more police, the only people that lose is everyone, and the bankers win. So, time to pull together as a community, time to get some understanding. I'm seeing way too many of these Facebook groups and organizations that just want to be all one-sided. They want to separate, and nothing wants to bring everybody together. So I thought, I'll start my own and see if anybody is interested in joining together on this one cause.